Waterford boss Alan Reynolds had made 7 changes from their last out-league draw at Cabinteely, and in a first half devoid of clear-cut chances, it was the home side who came closest to opening the scoring. After Dean O'Halloran's header had carried narrowly wide, Paul Keegan's free kick almost caught out Dean Delaney. But the Shell skipper recovered, backpedalling to claw the ball to safety. The sides would retire deadlocked at the break. But if that first period was slow to get going, the same certainly couldn't be said about the second. Just 26 seconds on the clock when Sean Byrne dropped a ball over the head of Kenny Brown. Chris Lyons took a steadying touch before slotting past Ian McLaughlin. 3 previous meetings of the sides this season had yielded 2 draws and a 1-0 Waterford win at the RSC. And in what was expected to be another close encounter, Shell suffered a blow when Anthony Buttimer issued a second yellow card to Niall Lanigan. The Shell's midfielder deemed guilty of simulation. The visitors down to 10, with a quarter of the game still remaining. But as was the case in Stradbrook a week ago, Waterford were unable to capitalise. And perhaps the die was cast when Mark O'Sullivan was adjudged to have been fouled in the area. Shell's protests were vocal and they might have had a case. On second viewing, contact, if any, from Byrne was minimal. It would fall to David McDade to hold the host back into it. But he couldn't find a way past Delaney, who guessed right in going right. That was a reprieve for O'Heary's side and they made the most of it. Just 3 minutes after Delaney's heroics, a Mark Hughes corner was met by a superb Jamie Doyle header. His second goal since returning to the club from Bohemians a month ago. Heary was an FAI Cup winner as a player with Shell 17 years ago. His side guaranteed a place in the next round when they rounded off a memorable night with a third late on. Leading scorer James English by now sprung off the bench, showing his striking instincts in taking advantage of a real defensive mix-up. There were to be late opportunities for both McDade and O'Sullivan to score a consolation goal for Alan Reynolds' side, but Delaney would hold out for his clean sheet. For Waterford, a first home defeat of the year proves a costly one. They'll now turn their attention back to their promotion push. Shelbourne march on into the next round after a very impressive away day performance. Final score at the RSC, Waterford 0, Shelbourne 3.